Nuclear energy has been quietly powering America with clean, carbon-free electricity for the last 60 years. Did you know about a fifth of the country's electricity comes from nuclear power each year? If not, then it's about time you get to know nuclear. Here are 5 fast facts to get you up to speed. 1. Nuclear power plants produced 805 billion kilowatt-hours of electricity in 2017. The United States is the world's largest producer of nuclear power. It generated just under 805 billion kilowatt-hours of electricity in 2017, enough to power 73 million homes. Commercial nuclear power plants have supplied around 20% of the nation's electricity each year since 1990. 2. Nuclear power provides 56% of America's clean energy. Nuclear energy provided 56% of America's carbon-free electricity in 2017. Nuclear power plants do not emit greenhouse gases while generating electricity. They produce power by boiling water to create steam that spins a turbine. The water is heated by a process called fission, which makes heat by splitting apart uranium atoms inside a nuclear reactor core. 3. Nuclear energy is the most reliable energy source in America. Nuclear power plants operated at full capacity more than 92% of the time in 2017, making it the most reliable energy source in America. That's near twice as reliable as coal, 54%, and natural gas, 55%, plants, and 2 to 3 times more reliable than wind, 37%, and solar, 27%, plants. Nuclear power plants are designed to run 24 hours a day, 7 days a week because they require less maintenance, and can operate for longer stretches before refueling, typically every 1.5 or 2 years. 4. Nuclear helps power 30 U.S. states. As of September 2018, 98 commercial reactors help power homes and businesses in 30 U.S. states. Illinois has 11 reactors, the most of any state, and joins South Carolina and New Hampshire in receiving more than 50% of its power from nuclear. 5. Nuclear fuel is extremely dense. Because of this, the amount of used nuclear fuel is not as big as you think. All of the used nuclear fuel by the U.S. nuclear energy industry over the last 60 years could fit on a football field at a depth of fewer than 10 yards. How does a nuclear reactor work? Nuclear reactors are the heart of a nuclear power plant. They contain and control nuclear chain reactions that produce heat through a physical process called fission. That heat is used to make steam that spins a turbine to create electricity. The main job of a reactor is to house and control nuclear fission, a process where atoms split and release energy. Reactors use uranium for nuclear fuel. The uranium is processed into small ceramic pellets and stacked together into sealed metal tubes called fuel rods. Typically, more than 200 of these rods are bundled together to form a fuel assembly. Inside the reactor vessel, the fuel rods are immersed in water which acts as both a coolant and moderator. The moderator helps slow down the neutrons produced by fission to sustain the chain reaction. Control rods can then be inserted into the reactor core to reduce the reaction rate or withdrawn to increase it. The heat created by fission turns the water into steam, which spins a turbine to produce carbon-free electricity. Types of water reactors in the United States. There are 2 types of light water reactors operating in America. 1. Pressurized water nuclear reactors. More than 65% of the commercial reactors in the United States are pressurized water reactors or PWRs. These reactors pump water into the reactor core under high pressure to prevent the water from boiling. The water in the core is heated by nuclear fission and then pumped into tubes inside a heat exchanger. The steam then turns an electric generator to produce electricity. 2. Boiling water reactors. Roughly a third of the reactors operating in the U.S. are boiling water reactors, BWRs. BWRs heat water and produce steam directly inside the reactor vessel. Water is pumped up through the reactor core and heated by fission. Pipes then feed the steam directly to a turbine to produce electricity. The unused steam is then condensed back to water and reused in the heating process. You can watch the nuclear reactor running in real process by clicking the I button on the top. And don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel for more videos.